Child abuse prevention and education is an idea that I have created since the beginning of this course. Like you may have read before, C.A.P.E is designed to be a meso-level program that would allow children to gain insight and knowledge of child abuse that would ultimately lead to prevention rates. I got this idea from a program that was a part of my elementary school called DARE. If you haven't heard of it before, it is an informational program given to young students about drug awareness and concerns. Being that I am passionate about ending the abuse of children, I chose to model my program C.A.P.E after this. I believe that the power of this program was highly effective in my life, as well as many of my peers' lives, and would love for schools to implement a similar program regarding child abuse. I have sadly come to the conclusion that child abuse is a major problem within the world we live in today. After studying statistics regarding the reality of this problem, I am shocked by the amount of child abuse that goes unreported. I am also in disbelief about the amount of child abuse that goes on and the lack of knowledge that children receive and learn regarding appropriate behavior that they deserve and should expect. A new report of child abuse is reported every 10 seconds. Through C.A.P.E, a child can learn at a young age what behaviors and treatments are unacceptable to receive, realize the signs, and feel comfortable speaking to a responsible guardian about them. I feel that if children were to be aware of these signs, they would then feel more prone to stand up for themselves and access help. If you are unaware of the statistics regarding child abuse, here are a few according to DoSomething.org. 1 out of 3 girls and 1 out of 5 boys will be sexually abused before they reach the age of 18. 2.9 million cases of child abuse are reported every year in the United States alone. About 80% of 21-year-olds who were abused as children met criteria for at least one psychological disorder. The National Association of Social Workers play a critical role in child welfare systems throughout the country today. These social workers help to meet the needs of children who are receiving or have received maltreatment, despite the heavy number of caseloads that they receive. Currently, these social workers are working hard for the fair treatment of children. An example of this would be the Social Services Block Grant, which funds critical services to prevent child maltreatment and improve outcomes for children who have been maltreated or are at risk of abuse and neglect. Another example are programs such as Temporary Assistance for Needy Families, Maternal and Child Health Services Block Grant Program, Maternal, Infant, and Early Childhood Home Visiting Program, and Head Start. All of these programs are micro-level, are intact to prevent child maltreatment. There are definitely some challenges and complications that I could run into with the implementation of this program within schools. One of these could be certain parents not allowing their children to receive the knowledgeable training. Some may also argue that young children may not be able to comprehend this material, but I feel that if I were to put these into simple terms and learning strategies, such as short sayings, rhymes, and songs, children around the age of first grade could understand and comprehend this material. Another complication that I could run into is whether or not children would feel comfortable talking about their parents mistreating them. I feel that for these children specifically, even learning about the fact that the behavior that they are receiving is unwarranted and unacceptable is something beneficial. This way, they may feel comfortable going to their parents directly and letting them know that they do not deserve this treatment. It is likely that you or someone you may know have been abused as a child. Because of this, I encourage you to take these 3 simple steps. Offer a helping hand to those with children. Some children are prone to abuse simply because their parents get overwhelmed and act out of line. Number 2, watch for signs. Not all abuse is physical, so you may not see specifics such as bruising or wounds. Listen to children for concerning statements and always remind children that they can feel comfortable speaking to you. Number 3, report suspected abuse or neglect. Doing this will help expose the abuser and may lead to less abuse overall. Thank you for listening, and I hope you can help me make a difference.